Congratulations! You have found WrestleShoot, hosted by the Wild Thing Rob Wilds and the ladies' man Chris Casanova. Combined, we have 40 years of wrestling experience, and we're here to share those experiences, stories, and knowledge with you over the podcast airwaves. We'll be joined by friends of ours from time to time to share their stories and experiences with you as well. So climb aboard the crazy train we call WrestleShoot. We know how to do it, and we do it real well. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Unfortunately, we have lost another brother, Mr. Mike Masters. Every time we lose somebody, they more than deserve the 10 bell. This is one of those times where the actual wrestling family has to come together and be that dysfunctional family that we are. So, Mike Masters, welcome back to another episode of WrestleShoot. I always love doing it. I always love being here. And I'm here, of course, with my lovely and talented, my beautiful hetero life mate, Mr. Chris Casanova. And then, of course, the man from down under, but not from Australia, straight up from hell, the Executioner.
What up?
If I might direct your attention to the two ladies sitting next to him, Miss Say Tranick and Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Hello.
And today we are going to make an official announcement that the Apocalypse is throwing their hat back in the ring due to the convincing of our new manager, Satranic, and our new publicist, Miss Kelly.
Hello.
Because we must bring the devastation. Okay, well. So, tonight we have a new segment. This is going to be hopefully a reoccurring bit on the show with other guests and whatnot. But we're going to give it a shot tonight, and it's going to be a group thing. Dave, are you ready for our new bit? That's right, WrestleShoot. We're going to have some laughs and tell some lies. So basically how the story is going to work is I have prepared a possible story from my past that I am going to share with you, the good people, the viewers, and the ladies and gentlemen in our actual room after I'm done with my story are going to have a conversation. They're going to pick the details apart, and they're going to try to figure out if my story is true so we can have some laughs, or if I'm just completely full of shit, in which case we're still going to have some laughs. I'm voting with full of shit. Oh.
Hey, cocksucker, that's enough. Cut that part out, Dave. What do you mean we can't do that? Wait, we can't do that? Ah, shit.
No.
I want you to mind your P's and Q's, Missy.
And I don't have to mind it. I tuck it.
And
I don't have to mind it. I tuck it between my legs. It's all good.
Wow.
Careful, don't get Chris excited. So I'm gonna get this story going. X, before I do get it going, can you kick me one?
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Gets me every time.
Fucker, I was just like... Okay. Sorry about... See? I coughed so hard to pass through. All right, so, kiddies, sit right back, and I'm going to tell you a tale. Now, Chris...
Is it a tale of a fateful trip?
No.
Did it start aboard a tropic port aboard a tiny ship?
It's the story of 3 little pigs and a big, bad wolf.
Okay, here we go. Now, Chris, in all fairness,
We all
man,
end with him blowing somebody.
we've been running together for 125 years or so. So there's a good chance you already know the answer to this, and if you do, you have to recuse yourself. You can't get
Okay,
involved.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you're the big bad wolf, does this end with you blowing somebody somehow?
Whoa!
Oh shit!
Did somebody
God.
say P's and Q's?
Just wondering.
Hi,
Creepy
creepy
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Oh God.
Hey, Jimmy.
Because I got to pee.
Where's Gay
Okay.
Joker when you need him?
I know, right? Come over here and dominate old Jimmy. All right. I am going to tell this tale. Jimmy, shut up and listen, because you can play the game, but we're going to kick you out. I'm going to tell a story that is supposedly from my past. And then you guys are going to have a conversation and figure out if I'm telling the truth or if I'm full of bullshit.
And I'll excuse myself if I know the answer.
If you know the answer going
Yes.
in, yeah, just pull yourself out of this. Okay. I'm going to take you back about maybe 20 years or so. And I was on my way to an out of town booking.
So when you were in your 50s, right?
What?
So when you were in your 50s, I'm just trying to get a timeline here.
No, I was
You
63.
said 20 years ago, so
yeah,
in
I
your
was
50s.
63. Yeah.
Okay,
63.
okay, cool. Just making sure.
All right. Somebody mute her microphone. I'm on my way to an out of town TV gig, and I'm rolling with a compadre known as Leatherface. My car had broke down, so Mr. Doug Damien's wife was good enough to offer to go out with us for the night. Take us out there. We'll stay the night. We'll come back the next day after the show. So we roll up there, and our hotel reservation was fucked. They didn't have a room for us. So we had to run up the street to this little shit motel. So as per usual, when you show up to a venue, you want to go report. You want to tell them you're here. The day that you show up, boom, I'm here. I'll be back. I have to take care of some business. They only had one room available, so the three of us had to share one. So I walk in. I throw my gear on my bag. Face throws his gear on my bed. Face throws his gear on his bed. Let's see. Anyway, Face throws his shit on his bed. And we go off to meet Mr. Kirk White for Big Time Wrestling, getting ready for the TV gig. We come back to the room, and fucking my gear is on his bed, his gear is on my bed. So I immediately open up his bag, and there's his Leatherface mask and shit. I was like, wait a minute, this is your bag. So we switch off. We're like, got the head scratcher, because we obviously know what our bed was, but maybe we were so tired, we just went in, threw him on the bed, and went to do our thing. No big deal. So, of course, we partake in a little bit of that herbal essence, getting ourselves ready. And this was after the show. The show had already happened. We went and did it. It was actually a really good match. That was the night that I worked U.S. Steel and the Emperor in the tag team match with Leatherface. So we get back to the room, and I'm in the bathroom. I could swear I heard Leatherface's voice inside behind the shower curtain going, dummy. I went, oh my God, I was going to get ready to call him the sick bastard and fuck you and whatever I can. And there was nobody there. He was out. Okay, his voice must have traveled through the wall, right? So we decided we're going to take part in the herbal refreshments, which we do. And this was some really strong shiznit along with a couple of shots of whiskey. So we were faded. We finally go to bed. I shared a bed with Mr. Damien's wife, and Leatherface took his own bed. And in the middle of the night, for some reason, she's waking me up going, dude, get him into bed. And I look over and he is in bed. She goes, no, he keeps getting up and walking to the door. I just saw him at the door. He got back to his bed quick. And then later on that night, I swear for God, I saw him get up and walk into the bathroom, get up from his bed and walk into the bathroom. And then all of a sudden he farts loud. And X knows Leatherface, when he lets him go, he lets him the fuck go. He's trying to peel the paint off the walls.
Yes. Hella loud.
So the next morning, I say to him, what the fuck were you doing all night getting up and walking around? He said, bro, I was so hammered. I woke up, I think, in the same position I fell asleep. I didn't get up. Well, maybe I was just having weird dreams or shit all night, and I kind of let it go. So we're gonna get showered up. We're gonna get ready to head on home. So I'm walking to go into the bathroom. Door slammed shut. I was like, "Fuck! Whoops! Sorry." And I back up. I stand outside to light a cigarette, and Leatherface and Leah, Mr. Davian's wife, we're standing outside gabbing. Wow, that's some crazy fucking wind. So I went in there, took my shower, got ready. Face goes in there, takes his shower. So we're getting finished up as Leah goes into the bathroom, and she comes running out and goes, "Which one of you is fucking bleeding?" We went, "What?" So we walk into the bathroom, and there are now suddenly spots of blood all over the bathroom wall. And it looked like it was coming through pores in the wall. Leatherface walked in there because I was stunned. I was just staring at it. That kind of shit excites me. I'm just staring at it. Well, old face sees that, and he's like, he said, for word, he said, "Two Stokes, I'm out of here." Boom, he was gone, dude. He grabbed his gear on the way out the door. He didn't even have his shoes on yet, and he sat outside and finished getting dressed. So we leave, we go to check out, and I was like, "Okay, listen, man. This is what's happening to the wall in the bathroom in there. Like, we're not cut. I don't know where that red shit came from." He said, "What room were you in?" And I told him. He goes, "Oh yeah, that room. Don't worry about it." Motherfucker. So yeah, we just bounced. And the whole way home, we were just a little bit quiet about that whole thing. It was like that was kind of mind shocking. Till of course I got home, ran into Roxy. He was like, "You're never gonna believe what the fuck happened." So that's the night that Leatherface and Rob Wilds went to have their first tag team match on television and stayed in a severely haunted, cheap motel room. So what do we think, people?
Well, seeing as how, like, yeah, the ghost thing, I totally see ghosts, so that shit could have happened. It
Sounded like some really good weed.
seems legit.
It was. I'll tell you, it was some really good Bay Area, California weed. It was fire.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we threw some Jack Daniels on top of it.
You had me up to the
No,
bleeding.
because I've seen bleeding walls
Have you seen
before.
bleeding
I've
walls
seen
before?
bleeding walls before.
Okay, so what do you think?
I've
You
seen
think it's
bleeding
true?
walls, so I mean, it's
What about you guys?
possibility.
Chris, get in there, man. Let's hear what you think about this.
It's true?
I
You
guess I
can-
can believe that.
You guys can ask questions about the story if you want to.
So I don't understand the whole bed thing.
The bed thing is there was only
range
two
of
beds. There was only two beds. She wasn't going to sleep with him, and I wasn't going to sleep with him because he lays over there and farts. So we shared a bed.
Rob, I got to tell the truth on this. You're right about that. Of him
Yeah,
getting up
dude. He
when
just
when
lays
he's
there and
blasted.
busts ass all night.
How many shots has he was drinking? I'm sure he was drinking quite a bit.
No. We didn't have that much, man, because we had
Okay.
to get up early.
Well,
We just wanted to get faded drunk, and I was like, I did bring this bottle. Seems a shame not to open it.
true story. True story right here. Go ahead. I'm gonna put that on my story.
Okay.
And I would have to say I can believe that. Yes, most definitely.
We got two people who say they believe it. What are you thinking, Chris?
I think man, I'm gonna have to go. I believe it. The blood thing's a little weird, but
Blood. Yeah, that's kind of.
I've seen bleeding walls, so it's not outside the realm of reality.
And
What do you think, Jimmy?
Too, so. I'm going to say we believe it too, I think.
Okay, Creepy Jimmy, what's your vote?
I'm gonna call bullshit.
Are you?
He's going to be the only one getting it right.
Thing is, though, we got to get everybody on the same page for unanimous verdict, like a jury.
Oh, God. Am I getting paid for this? Nah, jury duty.
I call bullshit.
Do you?
Am I getting paid for gas?
Tell us why you call bullshit.
yeah.
Don't just walk away,
Yeah.
dummy.
The reason why I call
He's like,
bullshit, it
why?
doesn't sound believable. It sounds like he's lying through his fucking ass.
Right? I've never heard an actual ass lie, so now I know what that sounds like.
Now
Okay.
I just got the visual, so thank you for that. Just like,
Well,
Speak
if
to
we
me,
got
Toothless
if we
Wonder.
got a couple of guys who are just dead set that I'm full of shit, and we got four others who say that
that
I'm
they're
not,
easily swayed. Exactly.
we're just gonna call this a fucking split jury then, and the answer is that story is word for word absolutely true.
Oh, cool. Okay.
See, I
Leatherface,
told you there's bleeding walls.
We should have bet
Rob,
money.
you know why? You know why? Because Face told me this story too.
Oh, did he?
Well, I
Okay.
know. Yeah, the shit is real. That's why I said I believe it.
All right. Yeah, dude, that was a pretty intense situation.
Except for
I
and
used
they
to
told
see my dad. He'd be laying in bed next to my mom, but I would see him working at the desk next to his bed, and I was probably 6 or 7. So I mean, I've seen, and she sees stuff all the time. But the blood, I've never. Yeah, I was kind of bumping at the blood there.
Old Mr. Doug Damien says he wishes that he could have been on that trip because he's a big ghost hunter kind of type like I am. And
Yeah.
by the way, he wanted me to make sure to mention that Leah is his ex-wife. But if he would have gone, that would have been a problem with him fucking up our hotel reservation because that would have meant I'd be sleeping with Leatherfart, and I'm not doing that.
here's what Connie said.
Yeah.
Connie
Go ahead,
confirms
what
the
is it,
story
Chris?
too.
I don't know, something about a story.
I don't know my glasses.
Neither of
they
us
saying,
can
Chris?
see the chat
We're
without
old,
glasses.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Yeah. So she said she heard the same story from you, Rob, and Leatherface
Yeah.
separately
Yeah.
and was 100%
Yeah.
accurate.
Totally. Well, because it really did fucking happen. And all this, when I started putting it together in the shower, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's very possible that somebody was fucking whacked in this dumpy ass fucking room. So it's very possible there's not only a ghost, but an irritated ghost that probably died in Leatherface's bed. That's why he was
In the
coming from that
hotel room.
direction.
Here, you never see that shit on ghost shows. They always go to a house. Give me an apartment.
No,
You know how many
here's
people
what I
die in
don't get. You ever
apartments?
notice that
A
people
hotel.
that die are like from like the 1800s
Oh,
or
you're
some
a
Victorian ghost?
manor owner.
But here's my thing. Why don't you see no motherfucker that died from the 90s going around and some ghost just jumps out and goes, "It's Brittany, bitch."
You know, or
Yeah.
some,
But that's true. Like, why does
Yeah.
it got to be the Civil War soldier? Why couldn't it have been a
why
junkie who
couldn't it
died
be
last year?
somebody normal?
You know,
You
some
know,
fucking
like
somebody died with
Why
a needle
couldn't you
hanging out
have
of their
like
arm
an angry gay ghost that rearranges your furniture?
viciously.
You know?
Viciously rearranges your
Viciously.
furniture.
Don't you move this? I did a lot of work on.
And then its version of haunting is after it moves everything fucked up and you try to fix it, it goes, "Stop it!" Oh shit.
And then it ghost slaps
I'm
you.
not kidding with you.
Get ghost
Oh
slapped.
no. Oh no, Dave is muted. Oh dear.
Queer
That's terrible.
poltergeist for the straight guy.
All right, that was a good one. Shut up, get out of here. All right, so that was the demonstration of how this fucking game works. Now, real quick, would you guys have liked it better if I followed up with a second story that you were going to try to figure out was true or false to compare them, or just the one? Which one did we like better?
Sure, try and stump us. I'm good. I want to hear another
lube
story.
us up with your stories.
Oh, okay. Well, because I had one that was the truth, and I had one thought it was complete bullshit, but I can't tell the complete bullshit ones. Oh shit! I got one. Now, Chris, you gotta have to sit this one out, okay?
Ah, damn it.
You already know this. You already know whether this is gonna be true or false. So I got booked out for a couple gigs in San Diego. Then we rolled into Tijuana. And Tijuana was fucking fun, man. I mean, I made the mistake of going to actually see the Donkey Show, and that was the most upsetting thing I've ever seen. I had to leave. I was traumatized. I took a bottle of tequila, went back to this kind of a house. It's like a garage that was turned into a house that like a bunch of the boys were staying at. So I went back there and I drank the bottle of tequila. I even ate the worm. Don't ever eat the worm.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah, don't ever eat the worm. That's not a fun ride when you're already kind of feeling upset from what you just witnessed.
You're thinking in the room, you're like in a manger after you eat the worm. You know? You thought you were in the room.
I wake up the next morning and this warehouse / house, this garage / house is empty. Everybody fucking bounced, even my ride. And I'm like, what the fuck? They all went back to San Diego for today's gig. So now I'm sitting there in Tijuana and I have no idea what I'm going to do. And just like a scene from Roadhouse, I hear the toilet flush, the lids slam down, and out comes walking a very inebriated Matt Bourne. And he said, Robbie, why the fuck are you still here? I said, I don't know, man. I just woke up and everybody was gone. Like, did they go out to eat or did they leave? They left. I thought for sure you were with them because I went and found myself a little cubby so nobody drew dicks on my face or something, to kind of protect myself and sleep there. So nobody knew I was there still. They all thought that I'd already left the night before. So anyway, he's like, come on, dude, you ride back in with me. All right, great. And we jump into this garbage, ghetto, terrifying cargo van. And he says, yeah, I got to take this over to San Diego. This is what I had to borrow. So we're going to drop it off over there. Then we all fly home. Me and Matt happen to both live in Sacramento. So we get in this van and it's Tijuana and it's summertime and we discover there's no air conditioning in this son bitch. So we start rolling to the border, get to San Diego. It's about 2.5 hours. Let's just haul ass, man, and get to the hotel and get some air conditioning, for God's sakes. So, man, Matt always fucking had weed or coke or something on him. Matt liked to party all the time. Isn't that right, X?
Yep.
Yeah, Matt Bourne was a piece of shit. Fuck him. Anyway, I'd still give him the 10 bell, but Matt Bourne was a cunt.
His nephew works across the street from me.
No shit.
Yeah.
Jason.
Yep.
Get it? Jason Bourne. Anyway.
Actually, funny thing you said that. I got the 3-pack DVDs for $3 at the fucking thrift shop just yesterday.
Nice.
So we're driving now down these dirt roads, and I know, Chris, you've probably been to Tijuana. When you're driving up to the border, there's all these little shanties set up where they're trying to get you to pull over and buy some crap. Just buy some shit. Boom, loser, or born loser, right? That's absolutely right. Now we're getting close to and it smells like weed bad in this car. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, this might be a problem at the border. So we get to the border and he starts gripping the steering wheel harder and he starts getting a little fidgety. And I'm like, fuck, dude, he's got weed that's stinking up this whole car in his pocket. And he's probably got some coke in his pocket. We're going to have a problem. I didn't have nothing on me. I would have been fine. But I think Matt's going to get pinched here. And we get to the fucking border and the agent walked up, looked in, went, nope, get out of the car. Both of you get out of the car. Threw the back doors open. They patted Matt down. Didn't find any weed on him, but they found coke. You know where they found the weed? 10 pounds I was sitting on. My seat cushion was a bag of fucking weed with a little bit of foam over the top of it.
Like the Cheech and Chong. Okay.
Yep.
Well, their van was made of weed, the whole thing.
Yeah.
This was just, they gutted the seat.
Was made of weed.
Well, no, because they actually did another Cheech and Chong movie where they had a car seat full of money. So similar concept.
Okay.
So
and don't forget the ice cream truck Cheeks and Chongs used to sell weed out of.
Yeah.
My seat, Matt's seat, there was only one of those bench seats in there, but it was pushed way to the back by the swinging doors. The other ones were removed. That whole seat was full of weed. And the end of the day, it was like 200 pounds of marijuana that Matt Bourne was knowingly transporting to San Diego. They took my ass and stuffed me in this fucking cage. And I said, I'm going to Mexican prison. I can't fucking believe this. I guess I'm not making the show tonight because I'm going to be in fucking jail in Mexico. They came in there. They questioned me. They questioned him. They were fucking rolling up on us hard. Finally, they came back and said, you get up. Walk me out this back door to where there's a transport bus. I'm like, all right, this is the next step. And they said, the gate's right over there. There are taxis right over there by the gate. Get out of here. I can just go? Yeah, you're done. You're done here. We've determined you didn't have any knowledge of what was happening. Fuck. So I jump in the car and I fucking jam my ass to where I can get on a bus. Took a bus into San Diego, got myself to the show, getting in there, getting ready to go tell the promoter what just happened and why why Doink isn't gonna be here tonight. And sure as fuck, Matt's already there. And I was like, what the fuck? He goes, money talks, brother. Oh my God. So I don't know if he paid him off, if he just like, yeah, dude, that weed is yours. Here's some cash on top of it. But either way, Matt Bourne avoided Mexican prison that day as well. And that's the end of my story.
I say truth because I've been down to Mexico a couple times, and money literally will get you any type of justice whatsoever.
USD goes a long way out there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. I don't know this Matt guy if he was capable, but yeah, I'll
Matt,
go with
Matt was an absolute piece of garbage. He was a horrible human being.
He made the show. I mean, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
he made the show.
He
That's
talked
for
his way
fucking
out
sure.
of going to Mexican prison and let you go across the line if this is a true story. So I'll go ahead and say truth.
All right, let's move around the board. Chris,
What do
you already know the answer to this one, right?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
say that I don't think it's true because you might need a lot of money, but you're gonna need more money than what you can make on a wrestler's salary to pay your way out of fucking 200 pounds a week.
But theoretically, what if he got to keep the weed and any cash he had on him? All the weed.
Yeah,
just-
but
and
it's only
they just-
200 pounds of weed. That ain't shit to the federales.
I
It
don't
is
know.
when you could
Federales
just
be
when you
plus
could turn
200.
when you could
Plus,
turn
you know
around
how much
and move
200
it in
pounds
one
of weed
move.
is?
Yeah.
You would not be able to have 200 pounds of weed in the back of a car unknowingly. There's no way. I know how much 200 pounds of weed is.
She does have a point.
200 pounds of weed, even if it's in brick form, is like literally a whole van stuff full.
It was definitely that CD STEMI Mexico's finest shit.
Oh, even
that
if it
makes
was
it
that
bigger.
brick, but it's but if it was even if it was brick weed, still 200 pounds, that wouldn't just be in seats. You wouldn't fit that. I don't believe it.
You don't believe it, okay?
I can
think
say
it's
it's
too much weed.
I'll say it's a believable story, Rob, because you can easily buy your way out by bribing a Mexican cop.
Yeah.
I just don't
Easily.
think that there's that much weed you could not have in a car without knowingly know you had 200 pounds of weed in a car.
Remember how big one of those cargo van bench seats is.
But 200 pounds, do you know how much?
And you're right. You're right. Yeah, yes, I absolutely.
I got right now. I have a pound in my freezer of weed. I have a pound of weed in my freezer that takes up the entire freezer.
I want a
and
pound
my
of weed.
tiny frit in the tiny freezer. So if you multiply that times 200, that would not just fit in a seat.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When you rode and said truck, did you smell it?
If
When
it's
what?
compressed, it would
Wait,
fit.
Dave, hold on. Ask your question again.
Did you smell it when you got in the truck?
Fuck yeah, the whole way. I just thought he had some stanky in his pocket. That's why I thought
No,
we were.
I don't think you could carry even 200 pounds, even if it's compressed and it's all the way vacuum sealed.
It would have to be vacuum sealed in coffee
but
for you to.
200
That's a lot of weed
pounds,
smell.
200
I don't know.
200
That
pounds
is a lot of fucking weed. Yeah.
I mean, I've carried around pounds of weed in my backpack before, and I can tell you.
But come on, you're talking about that fluffy green stuff, not that.
No, I'm talking about even the
brick.
compressed stuff would still.
A pound of compressed weed is a brick about that big.
Yeah, but if you do that times 200, think about you would not know that was under the seat at all. It'd be sticking out everywhere.
What's another opinion? Anybody else?
I just think that it couldn't have happened. The amount was too much. That's what made the story unbelievable, was the amount of weed that was in the
So if
car.
he would have said 50, he would have.
Maybe, yeah, 50 pounds, maybe. But
Do you want to change the story?
Are you changing then to bullshit?
I don't know. I'm lost. I'm drifting out here in the sea. I'm not sure right now. So
Hit me, X. What you got?
I say bullshit.
You say bullshit? Knowing Matt Bourne, you say bullshit.
I mean, I know Matt Bourne too, but I'm part with the weed part. I think that's bullshit.
Okay,
You know
Did
what?
Dave give his actual opinion?
Not
No.
really. 90
what do you say?
kilos is 200 pounds. Doubt it.
I'll go with you on that one because I think
What the
think
fuck?
full of
What the
shit.
fuck are you talking about? 90 kilos is 200 pounds. What difference does that make? It's still the same weight, whether you put it under LBS or kilos.
you would
Well,
have
what I'm
smelled
saying
200
is that-
pounds when you got in the truck, and not
Yeah,
just a
no,
pocket full
I
of
doubt that. even if it was in a bench seat, you'd fucking feel it under your ass.
Yeah, I call bullshit too. I think
Yeah.
I think I'm jumping on the bullshit.
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 And
Go ahead,
I
X.
think also
My hands are washed.
also
Drum roll.
Chris is like, my hands are washed.
Yep.
That's because he was in the car with the weed.
He picked
and the
up
cops just you guys didn't go to jail, none of that shit. They just
Well, I had
that's
nothing
really
to
hard
do
to
with
believe
it, no
in Mexico.
knowledge.
And you made it out in one night to a show? I doubt it. It takes in any place I've ever gone to jail,
yeah.
it takes at least 8 hours just to process you in.
You in Mexico?
Much less to bond you out. You
You're
really
getting
think
processed,
you
Tommy.
getting processed, right?
Have you ever been to jail in Mexico?
Not in Mexico.
Well,
no.
then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But I'm gonna guess if it's like processing anywhere, it's gonna take more than the time that you got out on 200 pounds of weed to go and get to the show and everything else.
All right. The story is totally true.
Wow.
Just fucking with you. It's bullshit. I was just making that up as I went. The true story was I actually did have to catch a ride across the border with Matt Bourne, and he did in fact have a bunch of weed and cocaine in his pocket, and he did go have a side conversation with one of the agents. Then he got back in the car, and we headed into San Diego. And I was like, "You got away with it?" He's like, "You goddamn right I did. Money talks."
And how much weed did he have?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever fit in his pocket.
Not 200 pounds.
No,
That's
but it
where-
skid
that's
snake
where
up
we
the
all
whole
had
fucking
issue,
car.
right?
So when we pulled up to the fucking federales, they did immediately sniff and go, "Why don't you get out of the car?" To just him. I got to sit in the AC. We're in a nice rental car, so it was pretty cool. And then he went around the corner, went inside this guy's those little tiny booths. They
Yeah.
had a little side conversation. All you could see were their silhouettes a little bit. Then Matt came out, got in the car, okay, and took off.
Did he tell you how much it cost him to get out of that mess?
No, we didn't really discuss it at all. He just said, "Money talks, kid." And I was like, "Go,
Yeah, get
go."
the fuck out of Dodge.
Go.
Let's go home.
And then, of course, we're on our way to San Diego, and he's fucking putting bumps on his fucking. He's fucking smoking joints. We're smoking weed, tearing down the road, just barely escaping a federal or a Mexican prison. It was a hell of a thing.
And that was a Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah.
That was
Hey,
Sunday, Sunday night, motherfucker. What?
Rob, can I get a smoke from you?
Yeah, no problem. I got you. There you go, buddy.
Okay, so does anybody else have any stories that we got to guess on?
Your turn. You tell us.
Ah,
I don't have any stories. I got to think of one.
Okay, so I had to come back from, and this isn't a wrestling story. It's just you got to tell me if it's bullshit or not. Yeah. So I'm in North Florida in jail, doing the jail Florida tour. So, well, no, that wasn't the part.
Oh,
That's no bullshit.
So they take me from the airport. They take me to an airport in the back of this van. I have no idea. They didn't tell me they were transporting me, whatever. They just called me up and put my clothes on, put me in a van. The next thing I know, I'm at this airport. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in I don't know what I'm doing in an airport. So they go and they load me up on this plane, right? And I'm on the plane and I'm looking across. There's two guys in prison jumpsuits facing me. And there's an air warden and a pilot. It's a little puddle jumper, literally like a 5-seat plane. And we're flying over the Gulf of Mexico all the way down the state of Florida. And literally you're looking out the side and you look around and there's turbulence and it's getting ready to rain and these storms are coming in. And literally you're looking around and there's literally like there's two parachutes. One for the air warden and one for the other guy. And I'm chained to two other guys that are from prison and we don't got parachutes. And the storms are rolling in and we make it down to Clearwater just in time before, it really starts that Florida lightning and all that stuff. And we managed to make it and I made it back safely. And then I did some more time in the Pinellas County jail, but yeah, so did that story happen or not happen? Do you think I was actually on Con Air?
No.
No.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's total bullshit. And it's just because I've been through the system so many times. There ain't no way that went down. They ain't chained you to 2 other convicts while you were in the air. Fuck no. Your hands were locked up. And if you were in a bus, your hands were in the box, secured. They don't just chain you up and go,
She's singing to the Barbie doll.
we trust you. Let me ask you this. How the fuck did you know there was only 2 parachutes? Well, they just had them sitting out there so the prisoners could see them and beat the fuck out of the air marshal and take the parachute from them? No. Bullshit.
Yeah.
So is that the consensus? Everybody says bullshit.
Are you sure it was a parachute, not somebody's dumbass backpack?
There's one parachute in a backpack.
Yeah, one parachute in a backpack.
What say you, Dave?
Bullshit.
It's bullshit. Yeah.
Actually, it's absolute truth.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I was into Funiac Springs and I got transported to the Tallahassee jail, and I'm sitting up in the Tallahassee jail, and they had to bring 2 guys for federal charges down to Pinellas County that were up in that jail. So instead of waiting another week for a transport van, they threw us on. They had an airplane that was for the Pinellas County Sheriff's Department, has their own airplane that they can transport on. And literally they loaded us up, and it was 3, me and 2 other inmates, an air warden and a guy, and we were all on the plane. And we flew all the way down, and literally you're looking out one side, you can see like the coastline of Florida. You look out the other side, you see fucking water, and you're like, fuck that. The whole way. But there was literally like 2 parachutes in the back, because the way this plane was, it was all kind of like they had anything covered up with like metal that you could fuck with in the plane.
Before or after Con Air, so you could appreciate the irony of it?
I think it was actually after Con Air. It was in 2009.
Wow.
I want to say. So it did actually happen, and they chained me to 2 guys, and I came back from prison and on a Con airplane.
So did anybody during the whole course of this incident look at you and go, "Put the bunny down"?
No. But that actually happened.
So
okay, here's a story. Here's a story for you. Another one that has to do with her.
No.
She went on a date with Virgil. True or false? You think that happened?
True.
I would say true.
I only know because y'all told me.
So he asked me out at the gym, and I was like, okay, wasn't like starstruck or anything.
Did you have fun?
That motherfucker still owes me $40. God damn it!
Did you at least have fun on the date?
A lot of people. He is or was one of the most full of himself asshole dudes I've ever met in my life. Seriously. We went to a movie theater and they had the WWF game, and he's like, see how important I am? I'm on the game. I mean, he was just, let me tell you how much. I didn't even screw him, and I'm a big hoe. I mean, I had no love for the man. It was, so that was true. I do have a true or false one for you guys.
We'll get to that, but kudos to Connie on fucking bringing up the time that she had to jump out of a van with something in her hand and get in front of me and Jim Cooley. We were going to drag these kids out of their car and beat 8 shades out of them.
I think that happened.
I think that's true.
No, that did fucking happen. She's just saying, don't let Rob fool you. He's a fucking psycho.
And that's why we love him.
That's right.
Have you looked at me? Seriously, do you think psychosis is a major issue in my book?
But Connie, let's be honest. They were fucking egging it on, and there was a couple of professional wrestlers, and that's what we do. So we got out to fucking cream these kids. We didn't know they were just kids. They were like teenagers, but we were already so pumped up full of rage. We were
just mouthy 14-year-olds.
Remember what I told you the story last time I was on.
Their mom was there. Stop.
Idol. Yeah, my coach Brian Idol face planted a dude in a Walmart for stealing from him. I mean, that's the one thing when you get in a fight with a wrestler, even anybody in the wrestling business that knows how to take bumps is probably the dumbest thing you can do, because we like to get thrown into shit.
Yeah, hit me, dude. Throw it in stiff. Let's get down with it.
Exactly. Let's get stiff. Let's get, I'm over here pulling out light bulbs trying to cut fuckers like I'm Nick Gage,
People that love wrestling are definitely a special kind
fuck the
of
Crisco. You can start calling me Blacktop Bully. Parking lot brawler.
Blacktop Bully.
That's right. Well, I assume Chris is going to come back. So, Miss Kelly, you got one for us.
Okay, so back in my my stripper youth, I want to guess this is maybe 89 or 90. I'd have to check on the year. We got paid to travel from Houston down to Mexico City to go do some bikini shows at the Highlight down there. And so you got a bunch of 21-year-old really fun girls. And my friend Jody, we're going through customs. We had just got off the plane. And there's like some, what's the rolly things, like from 1990, like outdoors, your suitcase is rolling down them.
Okay.
What's the word? I can't think of the word. The rolly thing.
Okay, the rolly thing. That's
conveyor.
the new name.
What is it, like a conveyor or something, right?
Yeah, like at the airport?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they stop her because her suitcase is buzzing. So they make her open her shit. Her vibrator is turned on.
Had gone off, yeah. All right.
Yeah, just running. It got us through customs kind of quick. We weren't really bringing in anything. It would have been helpful because we got through really quick after that, and they were a little ashamed of, it was hilarious. It was, but
that's to me clearly that's a true story.
What do you think?
That a stripper's fucking vibrator went off in her bag and somebody said, wait a minute, what's wrong with your bag? Come over here. This either happened to you or you saw it as a plot on a TV show.
What do y'all think?
I can believe that happened legitimately.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'll say that's bullshit.
It happened.
Yeah, why would you think that's bullshit? That a fucking vibrator
there's got to be somebody that has to be a hater. You know that.
Fuck that, dude. You got to be honest with it.
The last time I went through an airport, somebody's electric razor had gone off and they thought it was a vibrator. So that's how I can believe that shit.
That's
because
great.
TSA says they find that shit all the time.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be great. Like the irony of life. That's just fun. Yeah, we laughed about that. It was hilarious.
All right, well, I'll tell you a quick one. You can tell me if this is true or false. That after I got my knee surgery, I had that hardware in there going through the fucking metal detector. Of course, it buzzed. That was before the put your hands up and a whole body scan. That was just the buzzer. Then they got to come through and search you. And they said, okay, we need to see your ID. I put my ID after I got my baggage. I threw it in the suitcase and handed the suitcase over to them. So I didn't have so much shit I had to carry around in my pockets getting on the plane. So they had to take me in the back to verify. And somebody didn't like my attitude. So they said they were going to do a full-on search on me. So he got down. I had to strip down to my skivvies. Yep. And he got down to my
anal cavity search.
No, they didn't do that far. And they did go down to the skivvies. And he kept fucking like feeling up the inside of my thigh like way too many times on each side. So like I finally just let go. I pissed my boxers. So he didn't know I was doing it. So it got on his hand. And he had the glove on, but the pistol went and kind of flew out. And that was a big thing. So the sheriffs came in and threatened to throw my ass in fucking jail because they were calling that assault. And in the end of the day, everybody just said, man, just go get on your flight. And I left.
Okay, here's a question. You said you had just gotten your leg fixed. Did you have all the bar and the bars with the screws and all that shit in your leg? And
I had some screws in my leg. I didn't have any bars.
So you had like the apparatus.
Yeah. Holding all the new tendons together. They had to sew it through the bone.
Because I was going to say the outside apparatus with all the screws would set the airport metal detector off. The knee itself, whatever replacement parts don't, because I've steeled my whole side of my face, and it doesn't set off metal detectors.
Oh, I got this surgery
so internal metal
95. I got this in 95 before they had that cool degradable plastic shit that they have now. So
actually, I got this in I got the steel plates in my head when I was 18. I would have been 92. So I've had steel plates in my head since I was 92.
I'll say
Well,
that's true.
that's a little bit. That's a little bit different than getting your fucking all your tendons put back in place and drilled through with a screw.
But that's what
a
I'm
little
saying.
bit
If they've got those long screws and you had like the apparatus with all the bar and stuff, yeah, that would set an airplane thing off in a second.
Yeah, I didn't
Even
have the
back
bar,
then.
but it was weird for like 3 years. No, I mean Chris would say I was crazy, but I was like, dude, when I walk, I can hear this thing fucking squeak. I can hear my knee squeaking when I'm walking. So anyway, that's my story. Let's get the opinions.
I'll say I believe it, but I'm gullible.
Yeah, so will I. I say that can happen because I know people that actually carry a card to hand to airport security says they have metal in their body that might set off the alarms.
Yeah, the way TSA is even back then.
I'll say it.
I mean, because, well, then again, I got kicked out of Canada and they didn't search me going through customs, so.
Thank God we grew up before cameras.
Yeah, I got
That's
kicked
all
out
I
of
gotta
Canada.
say.
Okay, there's a true story. It's actually a true story.
Well, hang
I
on.
got
Hold
kicked out
that
of
story.
Canada.
Hold that story. Let's finish this.
Yeah,
Chris, how much of the story did you hear? Just the end, right?
Pretty much the end. But if I'm gonna guess, I'm gonna say it's true.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably true. You probably
Did
got
you vote?
roto-rooted.
I would have to say bullshit.
Okay, so everybody says true except X. Why is it bullshit, X?
Well, for one, you're a worker, man. You wrestle, man. I mean, if you didn't wrestle, man, you couldn't do nothing.
What's that got to do whether the story is true or not that I'm a fucking wrestler?
Hey, I just said it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Oh, whoa. I want you to
just said you're a wrestler, so you're full of bullshit.
Don't make me call your POX.
I'll tell you another reason why I think it's true, because I actually am a former paramedic firefighter, and I've seen that shit in real life as well. So it could be yes or no. It depends on if it was surgical steel or the titanium bolts and screws that they use nowadays.
Yeah, I don't know. They just put it in. I didn't ask what it was. I just know that it did legit set off metal detectors not all the time. Sometimes.
I can see you being pissed off and going, okay, I'm gonna fuck with this motherfucker. I'm gonna pee on his hand.
It's like, dude, if you're gonna fucking fondle my nuts, at least just say, look, man, I'm gonna grab a hold of your balls lovingly. So just go.
Actually,
cupping,
actually, a true story from the Rock archives of the days gone past.
You got to keep her on track. We haven't voted yet.
Okay.
No, we did. We got the votes in, and the verdict is that story is 100% completely. Every factor explained is bullshit.
Wow.
Except the knee surgery. That's
like
real.
an edgelord.
Yeah, I knew you had knee surgery.
I don't know. I wouldn't really believe in that, but
yeah, it was bullshit. Totally bullshit. I did get beeped. I told them, dude, I got a pin in my knee. They scanned it, went, oh yeah, I see that. Okay, go ahead. That was it.
And so then you peed on him anyway?
Well, that was later. No, that was in the next city with a different TSA guy in a seedy motel.
Okay. Hey, true story that back in the day, the Sex Pistols, they sent the guy Sid Vicious through first because he never took showers and was always nasty.
Yeah.
And he always had piss stains and shitty underwear. And they sent him through customs first because he was so gross by the time the TSA guys looked at him, they didn't want to fucking touch anybody else in the band. They just put him through.
I always say that he was TC Martin with talent.
Yeah.
Sid Vicious. He was nothing but TC Martin with talent. Probably a regular sized dick.
I was talking about Sid Vicious, the punk rock guy, not the wrestler.
Well, that changes everything.
Yeah, that guy.
No, I know that.
Okay, so actually, true story. I'm not even going to true or false it, but I have been kicked out of Canada. That's how I know how fucked up airline can be in custom. They actually took me to the airport, put me on an airplane, fucking with the police. They actually escorted me to the fucking thing, put me on a fucking plane. I've got stories that are so true and they're so fucked up that you would think they actually are bullshit, like the Con Air thing. But I actually did get kicked out of Canada, and I was like 18 years old. I went up there. I got in a fight with somebody. They called my friend a faggot, so I hung him off a balcony all fucking, you know. I ain't gonna play that shit. You don't call my friends names, you know, hang you like over fucking Goodfellas style off a balcony. So
Did I
they
not-
took me to the airport.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, Roxy just called me out on something. Did I not say Gigi Allen?
No.
What'd I say?
Martin.
Sid Vicious. Because you might
Oh,
have
I
thought
said,
we were
oh,
talking
Martin,
about Sid Vicious
TC
or-
Martin. Holy shit.
Martin. Yeah, you did say
No,
that.
I meant Gigi.
You did
That's
say
what I
that.
meant. Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious was Gigi Allen with talent. Jesus Christ.
Well, that and Sid Vicious didn't really wipe feces all over himself during his wrestling, during his shows. I mean, so there is
and
that.
take his and whip out his massively deformed infant penis and start trying to get to the crowd. But it was so fucking small, it didn't really go that far. So he would just piss on himself instead. What a psychopath.
I'm sure this is a whole subject for another show, but I've actually seen microphalluses, and they're scary small.
I don't think that's ever going to be a topic that we're going to cover on WrestleShoot. I'm just saying, tiny.
I don't know.
wieners.
You know how many? Hey, no, Paul Roma might have a micro penis, and we're
I
not
don't give a
talking
shit
about
about
this.
that.
Why?
I
I mean,
don't
we
give
should
a
talk
shit
about
about
it.
Paul's.
Oh,
I don't give a
boy.
fuck about Paul's package. I don't want to hit him in his dick. I want to break his jaw. I mean, fucking, I mean it, dude. Like, when we get our WrestleShoot live, our main goal for our first live event is going to be me and Chris knocking the ring off with the Rock and Roll Express. But goddamn it, let me tell you something, Paul. After we fuck up the Rock and Roll, you better be ready, dude, because we got something for you. They don't call us the Legend Killers way before Orton for nothing.
I wonder who he's going to be bringing as his partner.
Yeah, Roxy, unfortunately, lots of us have seen Gigi Allen disturbing videos, and it will stick in our brains forever. What's up, Facebook user? Says, what's going on, guys? From Facebook user. I don't know.
Oh, I know that guy.
What's up, Facebook user?
Holy shit, what up, yous? Ain't seen you in a minute.
Hey, homie.
Damn.
What's your name, Facebook user? We got to give you a shout out here. Anyway, so yeah, I'm digging this game so far. I think this could be something we can make as a reoccurring bit. Chris, did you think of one you want to go for or no?
I can't think of anything good right now, but I will
What the
have
fuck
one
are you
next show.
doing? During a show, you're
Promise.
going for a fucking Sunday drive, asshole? What are you doing?
My power went out, so that's why I'm in my car.
Did it really?
So
Oh,
my
you're not
internet
driving?
is down.
He's going to the glory
Oh,
hole. Leave him alone.
I'm driving.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Take him to the glory hole. Go
Tampa
to
Bay
the
glory
wall.
hole.
There you go.
So Chris is
Yep.
driving into a wall, hopefully. So good for you.
Wow. A wall? Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was a good one.
You gotta watch out for Pink Floyd, man. They had a big hit called The Wall too.
And you would feel like shit if it actually happened.
I wish I had my soundboard right here to play the Opie and Anthony car crash after Dave's last fucking joke. For Christ, dude, Pink Floyd had a thing called The Wall too. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Facebook user said it's Austin from the Wrestling World podcast.
Nice. What up, Austin?
What up, Austin?
Austin's cool. We did his show. If it's the same Austin.
He's not that cool. He hasn't had me on there yet. Just
Well,
saying.
Well, you got to start off hot, see? So you got to bring on the real talent.
Right.
Nothing? Really? Nothing? Give me the Luna look, you psychopath. Jesus Christ, dude. You are, Luna fucking passed and a part of her jumped right into you.
Don't make her grab that crowbar on you, Rob. I saw that.
What is that
X, don't make me use the force and choke you out, dude. I'll do it.
This crowbar?
The fucking the Vader choke.
There you go. Crack him in the melon with that.
Oh, we got dance party. Hey.
Aww.
Why you always mess with
Why
it?
do you do that?
One more
goes
time.
out. All right, we'll do it again.
All right.
You're a tease.
Good job, everybody.
Hey, we got longer dance time than last show.
Last
I
show
like
you were
dance time.
too
It's my
busy
favorite
scaring
part.
everybody. I know. Maybe that should be a fucking segment with a cool little pop-up video and whatnot. X's dance break. That's right. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Do it.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Rob, I'm gonna tell a true story. When I first
You're
saw that
hired.
they had that crowbar, it looked like one of the bull's cock cane because we had one of those for off the hook. It was a prop. I thought it was a bull's cock cane because we had one of those. I was like, fuck.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I remember that, dude. I remember
guess
seeing
I
a
can
video
have
of that.
it, huh? Yeah.
Repo Man.
Yeah, it was an actual cane that was a petrified bull's
Bull's
cock that went
penis,
all the
yep.
way up inside.
Wow.
So yeah, they stretched it out a
Whoa.
little bit. They
Stretched it out, yep.
petrified it and sold it as a cane.
I
Yep.
walk around with that.
Yeah, I would use that. What happened to that? Where's it at?
Yeah,
Right.
swallow
We were
it.
at a
He was doing the same thing you guys were doing, except he lost it. So it was
No,
fun.
that was Face.
Oh, it was
One of the
Face.
guys,
Okay.
one of the
All
guys
right.
had the shit, and we fucking left it somewhere behind. We were fucking pissed.
Oh, I
Motherfuckers.
hate when that happens.
Man, where's
Yeah.
my cock?
I lost my cock.
Long gone, buddy. Long gone.
Oh, that one.
I think Satanic has it mounted to her wall.
She might.
Bathroom.
Dave,
Okay.
Suction cup.
shut up.
It
Fuck
sticks
outta here.
better on the tile.
All right, so it looks like we're getting about time to take it home there, ladies and gentlemen. So this has been a fun one. Thanks to everybody for chiming in. And thanks to all of my old friends who decided to go into the chat room and try to bust out my information on if my stories were true or not, you motherfuckers. Yeah, you can turn that off. That's breaking up too much. That sucks.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you what, actually. Let me no, it's not a bad
Like
thing.
the
Let me just go ahead and just give everybody a nice song.
Yeah. This is for anybody who needs to tell somebody to fuck off. Well, hi, go fuck yourself.
That's it. That was for
Okay.
Chris.
It's always for me, man.
So keep your eyes peeled, guys, man. We're working on getting some particular people to get behind us on some financial backing. We're going to get this WrestleShoot Presents Live Volume 1. We're going to do WrestleShoot from a nightclub or from a bar or something. We're going to have some hot pro wrestling, and it's going to be absolutely free, man. No covers. We're going to broadcast it here online, right here on the network, and it's going to be awesome when it happens. So just keep your eyes peeled, and if you're in Florida and you feel like drinking with the boys, come on out and hang out with us. And on that note, Rob Wilds, Chris Casanova, the Executioner, our new manager, Sage Rannick, and our new publicist, Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
Bye-bye, aloha.
That's going to do it for us. We're going to be back next week, and we're going to rock out with our cock out like we do every single week. So take us home, Dave.
Speak for yourself.
Party like a
on the
rock
cock
star.
thing, but, you know.